Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Hi, this is Rico. I want to talk about Paul DePodesta. Ever since he has been with this organization, there has been questionable decisions. I saw a stat that says since 2016, the year he was hired, the Browns are 48 wins, 87 losses, and 1 tie. 1 and 2 in the playoffs. And Haslam has spent the most money in the league by far since that time. How can a guy who runs the team remotely, by the way, in San Diego, have so much sway and power? I mean, obviously, I'm not in the building, so I have no clue how much authority he truly has, but it does seem like he has a firm grip on this organization, and he is choking the life out of this team. I mean, how do you feel about him? Am I wrong, or there's just not enough information about him to make an opinion? Thanks.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. Sam, DePodesta is he's the Moneyball guy. He's an analytics guy. I don't think, I don't know for certain how much credence he's given. I've heard he's given a fair amount. Again, if it's analytics, they're looking for data that backs up their decisions. It's not like they're looking at it and going, this is it. They're looking for justification for the decisions they're making. That's what, in my mind, analytics and DePodesta would be doing.
Yeah, and even if you extend it into roster construction and drafting and all those other areas as well, nobody is batting 1,000. Everybody makes mistakes. People talk about Howie Roseman, upcoming opponent, with the Eagles, how he might be as good as it gets in the NFL in terms of strike rate and making good decisions and doing what people give him credit for. And yet he makes mistakes. The Eagles have drafted players that haven't worked out. They've signed money to people that haven't worked out. Nobody is nailing every single pick. The question is, are you improving relative to expectations, relative to the average? If you rewind a month, we were saying this Cleveland Browns roster is one of the best in the NFL coming into the season. Top to bottom, it is a top tier roster. And that's despite trading away a ton of draft picks for Deshaun Watson. It really all comes down to that one big decision. And we don't know how much DePodesta pushed that, was involved in that, how much that was his doing. If it is, obviously that's the biggest indictment you could have. And that itself is enough to remove a guy from the organization, that kind of swing and miss. But if they were getting average quarterback play this year, this team would be a good football team and be, in contention in the AFC. And I don't think anybody would be criticizing him at all. So that's really what it boils down to, is one massive swing of the bat that they took organizationally that has been a complete whiff.